Ah, there you are. So, let's talk about last mission, shall we? Where to begin? Well, let's start with the intercepts. We got a situation, which I clearly remember, telling you exactly how to do it successfully and proper, and not the American way. However, you seem to have misjudged it totally. So the Americans went to do it their way, the British went to do it their way, and we can now see the result. Oh, you want to see the result? Well, happy for you. I sent over some kind of radar footage to my friend over in America, Mr. Wolt, and he will now show you a little, let's say, a rendering of the mission. So let's see here what we got. Thank you. Projector. There you go. In this picture you can see two groups in the lower end of it, the left one being P-51s flown by the Americans, and to the right the BF-109s flown by the British pilots. Right, you can roll it. There you go. And in the top part of the picture you can see there are two target groups, and well, to start off you did quite well, but now you didn't see the bearing go off, did you? No, you did not. So, you are doing exactly as I told you not to. Can you see that you should have been taking a bit better lead turn? You can see that the British are doing a little bit better. They turned before you did, and they're climbing much better. When I say you, I mean the Americans, and especially you, Apollo. You're not my kind of god, I can tell you that. Well, they have had rear gunners who've been all shot down. You do make the intercept, however, it's taken a long time to do it. And if you do intercept and meet up at the same place, try to be at the same level, will you? Right. What now follows is the artist's impression of what could have been. There is no possible way somebody could make an analyze equipment telling you every turn, every shot, every one shot down. That is totally impossible, just pure fantasy. I must give you praise though for the mission. No enemy bombs were fallen overhead the rota, so good job there. However, an airframe Spitfire was shot down and destroyed a school class on a picnic. Right. Thank you. Thank you. You can turn off the projector. Thank you. All right. So we have the intercept. Now, we have to go to school again, I guess. Yes, let's do that. Because you are either slow learners, or is it only Americans here? Probably. So let's see here what we got, and let's go over to this screen here. Yeah, oh, you can see me there as well. Don't I look dandy? Anyway, here we go. This is Dickie's Intercept School Part 2. And 3 good tips of how not to get Allied airplanes shot down. And tip number 1, identify your target. And that is easily said than done. And the second one is do not look slutty. I will tell you in a moment what that means. And don't be a yank. Well, that's a bit hard to accomplish. Anyway, first of all, identify your target. Here we go. We got a Spitfire. Now, I will remember you. This is the Spitfire. It is Allied. It is from the British Empire. The same guy that stopped Hitler. Yes. All right. So let's move on to the next one. And this is the Anton, the enemy from the Japanese Empire, the same guy that invaded you guys. And when I say you guys, I do mean you Yanks. Alright, you can also see here he's a perfect example of a target now burning and crashing. Also, the comparison of a Spitfire Anton is clearly shown in this picture, that the Anton is shot to pieces, often by Hispano 20mm guns, and for some reason flying with one gear out, maybe indicating he might want to land. We don't know. And if we look at the Spitfire, you can see no shots has been fired. However, these Mark V, they have clipped wings. And this is a little bit of the thing, don't get slutty, I'm going to talk to you about. If you go out looking slutty, you will get ravaged. If you go out dressed like, I don't know, you will easily get the lowest of people trying to hit on you. So that is why I strongly suggest you reconsider flying with clipped wings. Might be better for roll rate, but you do look slutty, don't you? Anyway, here you can also see that the... Oh, let's go back one frame. Could we do that? Mitch? Thank you. We also see here the British, they have a blue and a red roundel on the wings, and the enemy has only red roundels on the wing. This could be hard to see, but then if you also see that they are white and shot to pieces, it's also easily to make that out. Also on the side here, you can see that there is also a bullseye marking. I don't like the Air Ministry of doing that, of course, but look at that. They do not have that. They have big red dots, and this one does not, and they clearly do not look the part. So that's to identify a target. And now, not to get slutty, do not look like a target. Use the wireless, for God's sake. For the king and country, why don't you use the wireless? You have a perfectly modern equipment with you. Just talk on the radio and tell them what you're going to do. Perfect. Right? Get your wing teams on. I told you about that. Do not wobble around. Do not run around, look like you're a target, or maybe look like you're strafing. You do a proper landing circuit or anything. Of course you get shot down. But then again, this is just tips for you to not get shot down. The third bullet. Yeah, I cannot say it. It is absolutely impossible. If you're a jank, you are I don't know. It's hard to do anything about that, isn't it? Right. We talked about the RAF markings. We talked about the intercept tag view and use the wireless. Yes. And also. Now, I have last but not least, I have for you the hazards, and we have 5 new hazards. The first one, moving up to a #1 position, the American Eagle. That's the most hazardous thing for our air forces currently today. And then, slutty looks. If you look like a target, you probably get shot down. I'm just saying. Number 3, poor engine handling. Happened the last mission, what I presumed as well. And also, Mother Earth. If you're gonna do any fancy flying, like doing a spin on a low level or a hard turn in a P-51 that has a very hard wing loading, you probably get stalling and spinning down. I don't know how your airmen work that. Don't be too close to the ground, please. And also, target fascination. This says target. Oh, I will move my little beverage here. Yes. Target fascination. And this is when you're looking at the target and not paying any attention of what's around you. And that could be very hazardous for the one around you, and also for you. You will end up in a burning flame ball, and you will be crushed when you go down to the ground and die together with a possibly a friendly fighter, and you will melt together with the steel. You will burn. You will drown as well. At the same time, you will get a heavy concussion, so you won't. And then the other aircraft will fuse together, and will try to get all those pieces up and send to your mother and father, or heaven forbid, girlfriend. Might not get all the pieces with us, so it's hard for us. You see, don't do that. Target fascination is bad, and also. Clearly on that list, enemy fire does not exist. So that I will call my Japanese counterpart and tell them that they don't need to bother sending any planes. We can handle the destruction all by ourselves. Good note though, we don't need to cut down all palm trees. That is also perfect. Anyway, good job on the last mission. Try not to kill each other and have a good one. All right. How do you turn off this thing, Mitch? Is there some kind of button here? I'm late for a meeting with the commander. Cheerio.